Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 15 in the NFL. We're talking right now to trending guest Sean Higgs from NJWiseGuys.com, and he's going to give an opinion on the somewhat controversial Dallas-Philly game. Sean Higgs, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me, Peter.
All right, Sean, you got a very comprehensive website at NJWiseGuys.com. Before we hear what you have to say about Dallas and Philly, tell us what that site's all about.
Hey, it's a great multi-capper site, daily free picks in all sports, and now with college bowls going off in about another week, every one of those will be up with a side for you or a total. Plenty of cappers giving their opinion. It's a great free site. Come to, plenty of content.
Dallas-Philly is the game that you chose this week, and you selected this game, so presumably you have a somewhat strong opinion on this one. I've been talking about this game with some other people, and I'm kind of on the side of Dallas here. You know, they're off of a long week, and of course they're playing with short revenge. They're getting 3.5 points. The line right now is split 3 or 3.5. Other people I've spoken to say they like Philly. You know, they're saying that Philly off a loss is a good spot to play them on, and admittedly they have been good against the spread this year, particularly at home. Before they lost their last game, of course, at home, straight up and against the spread, but they had been 5-1 against the spread at home before the Seattle loss. So, is the offense going to show up big? Is Dallas going to be able to contain them? I don't know. Does the extra rest help Dallas? Probably, but I'm not exactly sure how much. I've been disagreeing with some people about this game. I'm liking Dallas plus 3.5. Which side do you agree with, Sean?
I'm riding the Cowboys with you here, Peter.
All right.
Taking Dallas. Like you said, I had Dallas when they played the Eagles on that short week. Looking back on it, probably not a good, strong play there after a big come from behind win over New York. Short week for them. Not a lot of prep time. Here, though, they got the extra rest from the Thursday night game. They got time to adjust to their Eagles' fast-paced offense. And again, listen, laying points at home with Dallas is one thing. On the road, they're a different kind of squad. Right. Obviously, they're undefeated this year on the road. I like them in a revenge spot. And I actually had the Eagles last week. I thought they'd win against Seattle, which was kind of like I was leaning heavy on Dallas here. But I still think coming off a big physical game like that, short week, you already got the head-to-head win. So as much as it's almost like a must-win for both teams because in the wild cards, a little shaky here in the NFC. But I like Dallas. I think, listen, what they have to do, they got to run the ball. You get down 14-0, you can't really establish the run. You got to get away from your game plan. And I think that Dallas can contain Philly. I think they just kind of a little worn down from the Giant game. They had to come all the way back, 30 seconds left or whatever the case may be when they won that game. Here, extra time I think is huge, especially in December rather. And getting ready for an offense like the Eagles, which isn't typical of other NFL teams. I think it's going to help them, and I expect them to win here.
Yeah, what can I say? That's what I'm thinking. I guess the big question, though, is just, of course, the Eagles' offense can be explosive when it's clicking against a team that can't contain them. Seattle, of course, has kind of a unique defense in the NFL, and they were able to contain the Eagles, but will Dallas be able to do the same? You have faith in that?
I do. I look at it like, listen, I like Sanchez. I was a supporter of him when he was at the Jets. I figured he didn't have talent around him. He does got talent here. I mean, let's be honest. You got Sproles, McCoy in the backfield. You got Macklin out there, Cooper, wide receivers. So he's got some guys around him. But I'm just not that comfortable, even against a average at best Dallas defense. I think what helps the Dallas defense here is if they can, maintain ball control and keep them off the field. That actually play into their hands because then you get Sanchez going to start whipping the ball around. I think he's got 10 touchdowns and 6 picks. Mm-hmm. It's not like he's really tearing it up. And I won't be surprised at all if I see Foles come in here in the second half. If Sanchez doesn't look sharp in this game. I think we'll see a Foles sighting.
We'll see how this turns out. Thanks so much. Sean Higgs, liking Dallas, plus 3.5.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. A real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.